reliable, traditional, luxurious, and well-built. The GMC Sierra has always been a thing of lust for pickup truck buyers, and now, with a fresh new redesign and the Ram 1500 dropping its V8, the Sierra will become the most desirable pickup truck on the market. New design, new interior, old powertrains making a comeback, and new ones appearing for the first time ensures it a top place in the world of pickup trucks. So let's not waste any more time and take a deeper dive at how the all-new 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 wows everybody. Completely redesigned exterior. Despite being over half a decade old, the current-gen GMC Sierra is still a very good-looking vehicle. That's why for the upcoming generation, GMC will have only improved upon its current design language, allowing the design to persist and remain evolutionary. This means you'll once again see the C-shaped headlights and that bold grille up front. However, they will be slimmed down and modernized to make the design feel even sleeker and more elegant. What you could expect is the same front-end design as the new GMC Yukon, with very little changes to make the exterior more rugged and more trucking-oriented. The side profile will also be made to look sleeker and smoother, with reduced creasing to amplify for the Sierra's more luxurious character compared to the Chevrolet Silverado. In fact, the Sierra will be an antithesis to the Silverado, which will have a much more in-your-face bravado charm compared to GMC's more sophisticated look. The tailgate and bed will also be redesigned. However, you shouldn't expect a world of difference here, as this is, after all, a pickup truck. A less fussy tailgate, nicer taillights, and smoother design overall is a given, but there won't be anything remarkable to mention here. What is remarkable though is what's hiding under the GMC Sierra's hood. The V8 lives on. Much unlike the vast majority of its rivals, which were all transitioning towards six-cylinder engines, GM has decided against such a decision and has kept the V8 as its main engine configuration in the previous years. And now, after Ram's massive sales drop due to the discontinuation of the Hemi V8 and Ford's dwindling sales of the EcoBoost F-150, GM is adamant on keeping its V8 lineup intact for the next generation of the Sierra. This means that you can expect both V8s to return for the 2026 model year, which is excellent news. The lower-end engine, which is a 5.3-liter V8, will push out 355 horsepower and around 383 pound-feet of torque, allowing it to tow upwards of 11,000 pounds, which is phenomenal. The 6.2-liter will push out upwards of 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque, which is the current number it produces, thus allowing it to be even more potent as a workhorse engine, increasing its maximum towing capacity from 13,200 pounds to over 13,500 pounds, thus beating even the F-150, the king of pickup trucks. The 2.7-liter will remain the entry-level powertrain of the lineup, and our criticism for it being way too unrefined for a vehicle of this type stands, albeit we do admire its frugality and general reliability. All three of these engines will be mated to a 10-speed automatic gearbox. Unfortunately, we will be saying goodbye to the 3-liter Duramax inline-6 diesel, and frankly, we'd say good riddance to that. As much as we love the fuel economy and the capability of a good old diesel, these engines have become so convoluted and so hard to maintain that they simply aren't worth the trouble for 99% of the people. However, if frugality is something you're worried about, rest easy. Hybrid powertrain now available. Because both the Ford F-150's Power Boost Hybrid and the Tundra iForce Max are both relatively successful sales-wise in the pickup truck world, GM has decided to bring in their own hybrid pickup truck onto the market. However, unlike its two competitors, which utilize the hybrid powertrain to lower consumption on their turbocharged strong engines, especially the Power Boost, the GMC Sierra will make a push for frugality as a primary focus. That means that instead of electrifying its V8 engine, GM has decided to make a hybrid around the 2.7-liter Turbo 4 engine. This means that you could expect a very drastic power and torque increase compared to the non-hybrid, which will compensate well for the weight of the truck, and instead of making it less capable, it'll increase its towing capacity by a little bit. Additionally, the hybrid powertrain, because it utilizes a smaller and simpler engine, will also be drastically less thirsty, increasing its city MPG from 19 to 24 MPG, practically equaling it out with the open road MPG. The towing capacity will also be brought from 9,500 pounds to around 10,500 pounds, which isn't a lot, but it's still more than enough for a basic trucker's needs. Heck, if you need a work truck and not a commuter, you really shouldn't be going for a hybrid anyway. Still, having such a high-tech update is a pretty good thing, and we're very glad to see the Sierra coming in terms with the times, but that's not the only technological upgrade you could expect. Interior is far more modern and luxurious. The current generation of the Sierra is nice interior-wise, especially after it was facelifted. However, it's going to be no match for the upcoming generation. The new Sierra will basically lift the entire interior from the redesigned GMC Yukon, which in our opinion is one of the best interiors in the business. First, the dashboard design will be much sleeker and of higher quality, with open-bore wood, aluminum, and high-quality leather being omnipresent. The infotainment screen will have changed from a 12.3-inch horizontal unit, which is currently available, to a 16.8-inch vertical screen with a center dial for easier access and easier commands. The AC controls will be changed, and they'll now be a mix of touch-capacitive buttons and physical buttons, which makes the design less cluttered, but also makes it a bit more of a hassle to use compared to the outgoing model. The gauge cluster will be more advanced and far nicer in terms of design, as it'll be integrated in the dashboard and won't just be sticking outside like a sore thumb, a problem the Silverado and the Sierra both faced after the facelift. Another big thing is the quality. The GMC Sierra offered a high-quality interior only on its higher-end models, whereas mid- and low-end models utilize mostly low-rent materials, and the design was shared with the Silverado. The new Sierra will have a far better interior quality-wise, and it'll have a bespoke design that'll differentiate it from its lesser sibling. But that isn't the only thing that'll change compared to the Silverado. Comfort has been improved. The previous gen Sierra has generally been regarded as underwhelming in terms of comfort. After all, it was just an extensive rebadge of the Chevy Silverado, meaning that underneath, it shared the same leaf spring suspension at the back, with the same problems of being generally stiffer than needed. That's why most buyers opted for the equally as luxurious Ram 1500, which offered a far more sophisticated ride. The new generation, however, will bring a much-needed improvement in this regard. Higher trim levels will grant you a choice of getting air suspension borrowed straight from the Yukon, which will allow it to rival the likes of the Ram 1500's higher-end trims in terms of sheer comfort. This will allow you to truly feel like you're driving around a proper luxury barge and not some agricultural lump that has been dressed up nicely. Additionally, you'll still be able to stick with the leaf springs if towing and payload capacity is what concerns you, because the air suspension will, just like coil springs, reduce those utilities, and we're thankful for the fact that a traditional option will remain. Even still, the suspension will be softened a bit to make the vehicle at least a bit more comfortable, allowing it to stay on the same level as the F-150, which is an okay level of comfort in our books. Pricing and trim levels. The 2026 GMC Sierra will remain mostly unchanged when it comes down to its pricing and trim levels. Sure, there will be an increase due to the new tech introduced, however, it won't be that drastic. The pricing will start from around $38,000 and go up to $80,000 depending on the trim level you choose. According to our sources, there will be 7 trims available from the get-go: Pro, SLE, Elevation, SLT, AT4, Denali, and AT4X, with the last 2 being range toppers. All trims come as standard with a 16.8-inch display. All trims will get the digital gauge cluster standard. However, entry-level trims will have limited functionality on both. Also, entry-level trims will get cloth and leatherette seats, whereas higher-end trims will get kilted leather seats with heating, cooling, and massaging for all seats if you go for the crew cab. The pricing and trims for the hybrid are yet to be released. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.